And you guys should be able to hear me now. There's some desktop audio coming through. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I know it's not the best stream right now. Sorry. Okay, that should cover it. But yeah, opening the X-Men 97 Heroclix. You should be able to see those in the background right now. We just set it live. Okay. But a few people actually promote it and repost it with us, which is very much appreciated. Alright. Let's get the camera over. We got a big cardboard box for the garbage because it's Heroclix, so there's lots and lots of waste. Alright, let's open up Twitch. Did Twitch not go live? The hell, Twitch? It's saying live. It's not showing live. There we go. Twitch was being weird. Don't know why. Alright, cool. For anybody who is popping in, as always, we are doing our Extra Life charity streaming too. So if anybody donates $50 to Extra Life, links are in the descriptions. At any point, I will stop and I will Smirnoff Ice myself for charity. For some reason, the notifications have been wonky lately. So if you do decide to donate, just send me a message in the chat so I can confirm on email. It is not sending me the text messages that it's supposed to. All right, I think that covers all the housekeeping of this. I just need a pair of scissors, which are not over here for some reason. Scissors, oh, they're right behind me. Perfect. Okay, and we can get into it. So, won't be a long stream today, most likely, but we have the Play at Home kit, which we're going to open first, which we see has the basketball gambit and then the later outfit for Rogue in here. We have this, we got the brick of 10, or sorry, these are 12. When did that change? It used to be 10. But we got the brick of the boosters, and then also because I bought a full brick, we got this, which is an alternate, which I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's just a card that's different. It very specifically says X-Men 97 on it, although I don't think you can really see that with the lighting. So, whatever, it's fine. Gonna kick it off with the Play at Home kit first. Also, if you are in YouTube chat, I cannot see that one as well, so I apologize on that one. I love it. Has its own little, like the thing to keep it dry, has its own little slot for some reason. Let's just go right into the garbage with you. And we are going to get it started with a close look at Gambit. Cosmo, I know you were very worried about them not representing Gambit in this set. I told you they could not do X-Men 97 without Gambit. But yeah, so we have a basketball version of Gambit from the first episode. And in addition, like I said, we have the Rogue from when she is having a rough day, to say the least. And then also included this is all just stuff from the Play at Home kit. Those aren't random or anything like that. It's essentially a starter set for anybody. So we have debris. You have more debris. As I throw stuff, it's fine. then the maps. The maps are probably going to be hard to see. I think we should just accept that that's going to be the case. But for the cards, obviously we have Rogue's card right there, and then Gambit's card with a breakdown of what their powers are and such, team abilities, things of that nature. And then we also get the card Practiced Teamwork as well, which is also a one-shot, which I don't know what that means because I haven't played Heroclix in forever, honestly. This map is gigantic. Okay. I'm going to show this not in detail, but I'm going to point it out on the wide shot. Just look how big this is. That is the basketball court map right there. That is a giant basketball court. And then I'm assuming this is a part of the mansion. What's that one? Yep, indoor for the X mansion. So we'll take pictures of all this later, show it off in better detail. But that is the start of the Play at Home kit. Get this back in the box and get into the actual opening itself, which is obviously going to be more exciting. You guys can stay out for right. Okay, 12 boosters. No idea what the rarest clicks in this set are. I've done literally no research on this other than knowing I needed to get this brick. So you can see, pull out one of these on the side and look at it first. So we'll have Abscissa, Jubilee, Sauron. We will have a classic style Wolverine, Nightcrawler. There will be Sentinels, Bastion, Executioner, and then of course all the main ones from the set. So I'm just gonna hop on in and we're gonna see what those are, and then we'll figure out what the rare one is as this is going. All right, so first one to kick stuff off, we have a Prime Sentinel. We have Boulevard Trask himself. Love that this one is included in here. Captain America. What's this one right here? This is, we have one of the Friends of Humanity. I'm wondering if we're going to get multiple sculpts on this one because this is one of the female members of FOH. And then, not only do we get Gambit, we got the Remember It Gambit right here. So, again, friends were worried that they were going to do Gambit dirty and not include him in the set. I said there's no way that would happen, and that has proved me right. I also had people argue with me on Facebook about it, and those people, I guess, just don't understand how money works, because why would you not include Gambit in this set? And then, of course, we have the card, the Prime Sentinel, FOH, Boulevard, Cap, and then Gambit. And Gambit, shockingly, it's card number 5, so I think that means that falls into common territory on this one. Boulevard Trask, for what it's worth, is an A version of it. So that A version means we get a different version, so I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of like prime version of him here. You know, let's just go for this card because I feel like it's going to be anticlimactic if I save it till the end. So ooh, it is a foil Jean Grey, which we don't even know if we have Jean Grey yet, but it is a foil card of her. Of course, the card is bent a little bit because it was like just taped to the top of this package, but still cool nonetheless. And Jean is a common, so I should get the Jean in here. All right, gonna keep it moving. And very quickly, we're going to run into the issue of lack of tabletop space, as is always the problem with Heroclix openings. Alright, well, we're already falling into duplicate territory here, because we already have a duplicate of Remember It Gambit. We have Val Cooper, which I don't know if you guys heard the rumor, which I never bought into, that Val was just Mystique in disguise. I never agreed that that was what was happening. But she was voiced by the voice of the original Jean Grey. We have a Morph. We have another basketball playing Gambit. And though didn't get a lot of screen time this season, and probably coming back from the dead at some point in the next season, Callisto. Take a quick look at the cards, see if there's anything special in here. So, Callisto, who's number 27, Val Cooper, who is number 14, Morph, who is 19, Gambit, and Gambit. Different set of skills on the two of them when you compare them to. So they do have, as you can see on the top, they have a version that has like the little quotes from them and such. To me, my X-Men, that's obviously the one that I want to get. Hopefully it's not a common, but I just need to get a Scott out of all this, obviously. Oh, we have one that is wrapped, so I don't know if that's a good thing or what, but that's going to stand out to us. But we will kick off with Jean Grey. We have our alternate Bolivar Trask. That this version of Bolivar has gone Omega Sentinel mode. We have Leech, who, like Callisto, I hope is coming back for next season. We have another Prime Sentinel, different color scheme than the previous one. This is a man with blonde hair. Then, our wrapped one, being careful not to let him fall. We have Professor X with the To Me My X-Men. Maybe I willed that into existence. That's a great Professor X, honestly. And he's like balanced perfectly, even though it looks like he should be off balance by coming off the back like that. Alright. And for the cards, Professor X, Prime Sentinel, Leech, Bolivar Trask as alternate, and then a Jean Grey. And I like Jean also has a little Cyclops token thing made with her. So it does also say on the back which appearance the versions of these characters popped in on. So the emphasis on Leech is Remember It, which is sad. Alright, we're going to move stuff out of the way. Alright, if that Xavier was in the 30s, that means he's not one of the rare ones. So now I'm genuinely curious, because I think, unless they changed it, Heroclix, you're basically always guaranteed like one hyper rare. So, okay. Well, we're going to pull other ones out first, and then we're going to have a complaint session here. Because these have to get put in, like, manually. I don't think machines are doing this. But we kick off with Trial of Magneto. Then... Oh, you know what? I was wrong. There is not a duplicate here, and you're going to see why in a second. This is the most perfect pack for a fan of the show, I feel like. Because number 2 in there is Logan. I'm skipping number 3 and moving right to the 4 spot. We have Cyclops, our namesake. And then we have a Jean and a Madeline. And I love that they put both in the same box. So, same pose, but the different hair. Heck yeah, love that they actually did that. That's fantastic. Are they the same number? No, they're not. They gave them a different card number at least. Alright. The Wolverine card. The Madeline card. The Cyclops card. The Magneto card. Magneto is number 1 in the set. Okay. Oh, he's a... Did they just give me 2 cards by accident? I think they did. They gave me a spare Magneto card. And then Jean. Alright, well that was a heck of a pack. Continuing on. I want to reach over and get my water, but I don't want to... Sorry. There we go. I just need something. Otherwise, I'm just talking into the void. Okay, we are really starting to fill up the team now. We have Beast. We have a different version of Wolverine. We have the classic color scheme Wolverine. We got another Prime Sentinel. From the Motendo episode. This is always fun because how do you get them out of the wrapping? Oh, almost. There we go. So, canonical name for these guys is apparently Dino Man and not Sauron from the Motendo video game episode. And then wrapping up the pack, we have the Executioner. You gotta have like 3 versions of Dino Man, right? Like there's gonna be the one on there. So, oh yeah, so there's 3 versions because this is Dino Man C, apparently. Executioner, Prime Sentinel, Beast, and then alternate version of Logan because we have one that has his cowl up and this one on the card does not. So, different Logan. Alright, moving into the halfway mark. Well, that's just literally perfect timing. Because we get the Wolverine with his cowl removed. Who is this one? This is a random scientist, the Sentinel Technician, which, who the F is that guy? We have Jubilee. We have, in her mohawk, Storm. And then, always love this with some of these The sculpt is just leaning slightly, but we have Rogue. Should be more like that, but I don't want her to break. And again, if you're messaging on YouTube, I apologize because I can't see the chat screen for YouTube from where I'm set up right now. But card-wise, we have Rogue, Jubilee, which has an alternate version of her because that's marked as 6A, Storm, Wolverine. And they swapped the cards on the two because that one has the one with the cowl up, even though the other one had the one with the cowl down, and then the Sentinel Technician. Okay, we're going to start running into duplicate territory here, so we're going to run through the duplicates really quickly. Wolverine, cowl down Wolverine, 2 packs in a row. Trail of Magneto, Prime Sentinel. Then we're moving into some new ones. Watch out for your tail. Kurt Wagner. And is this the rare one of our pack? Just to stand on her own, but we have Marvel Girl right here. Her numbers are only in the 30s, so it doesn't seem like it's high enough up there. Alright, so we have Marvel Girl, Nightcrawler, the Prime Sentinel, Magneto, and Wolverine. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I am starving. So, it's not going to be a long stream. It's going to be a good stream, though. Hopefully. Okay, and now, here is the wonderful part of buying a brick of Heroclix. There's only one new one in this entire... oh no, we have 2 new ones, because I'll show you that one in a second. But we have the alternate version of Rogue, the same one as in the Play at Home set. And then this one actually has a different Magneto. And you could tell because Magneto's hair, ooh, there we go, is whooshing back. This one right here. Oh, and then when you actually look at the base of him, he is listed as the Brotherhood Magneto as opposed to the X-Men Magneto. Okay. Alright, we have another Gambit. We have the other Nightcrawler. And then more for you different? I don't know, more if you look the same as the previous one. There you go. Okay, still 2 new ones out of it, but a couple dupes in that bag. There we go. Nightcrawler, Morph, Magneto, Rogue, oh, because she also has the X-Men and the Brotherhood symbol on the top, and then Gambit. Alright, moving to the final 4. Now I'm curious, what is the Xavier with the To Me My X-Men the like super rare of the pack? And I'm just unaware of it. Ooh, this is a good one. Hold on, I don't want to spoil this one. We're gonna move that right there just to save that, because that looks like it's the rare. But kicking stuff off with Wolverine. We get another of the alternate rogues, who is now on the ground. Sorry. We have another of the Prime Sentinels. And this one, which is an alternate version of... Oh, now you're saying it. It's fine. An alternate version of the Friends of Humanity girl who has the Sentinel Blaster on her arm. And then, because the card is even physically a different color, I'm assuming this is... Okay, how are we getting you out of the box? You know, we're going to cut you out because I don't want to risk bending this one. It's like really bad ASMR sounds. Almost. Sorry. There we go. But it is the Nightcrawler who is mid-bamf with the 3 swords in his hands. I think that's the rare one for it, because that's a really dope sculpt. That is way too cool to sculpt for that not to be the rarest one in there. And like I said, the card is literally a different color. So, but for the cards, we have Friends of Humanity, Prime Sentinel, Wolverine, which they apparently, this is the thing that they have just swapped on here because these are all in the wrong pack. They're all reversed. Rogue, and then Nightcrawler. Yeah, this is definitely a rare one. Also in the style of those classic X-Men trading cards, like the color scheme and everything. Just absolutely nailed it. So, well, now we peaked because we've hit the rarest one in the entire brick. So, got a few more repeats in here. I have another Cyclops. We have another Hood Up Wolverine. We got another Sentinel Arm Cannon, Friends of Humanity. Who is this? We have a alternate Friends of Humanity recruit. And then wrapping it up, somebody who I want to see get more love in the next season because he was fantastic. But we have Forge in this one. Right. Starting off with Forge's card. Other FOH girl. Cyclops. FOH. And then, again, they got it all reversed. The Wolverine card does not match up with his Howl Up. Is it a different number? Is that still, that is 11? And that is still 11. So, yeah, those, they're interchangeable, but they swapped them across every one of them. Okay, second to last one. Right, again, we get some more repeats, but that's expected. Once you get to the tail end of one of these bricks, we'll kick it off with Beast. We have a second Storm, so congrats, Rod. You're getting one to take home from this brick. have another basketball gambit. We have random scientist, sentinel technician, which, I mean, they're so worthless in the game. They have to just be to like help fill point gaps at this point, right? And final one for this pack, we have Bastion himself, but not in his Nimrod Bastion gear. All right. I have a friend who has offered to teach me how to actually like get good at Heroclix, and I have not taken him up on it. And I feel like I should, because I've played before and it's fun. It's just been forever. Gambit, Beast, Storm, Bastion, and the Sentinel Technician. And then the last pack, let's see if we get another weird random cool one. Ooh. It's not all duplicates, but wasn't exactly a win. Okay. Kicking stuff off, we have Jubilee, same one we had earlier. We have the not happy hair blowing back in the wind version of Magneto. We have another Val Cooper. We have alternate Friends of Humanity girl. And then the last one, to finish out this box and wrap up our stream, we have everybody's favorite babysitter, Bishop. Okay, and then there's a weird random one-shot card in here too, so I don't know what that is, so we're just going to open these up too. Alright, we got Bishop, we got Val, we got Jubilee, we got Magneto, we got the Friends of Humanity, and then we have a card, Sinister Science, which is again is a one-shot, which I don't know what those do, but it's fine. So we get every main character? I think we did. We didn't get a Sunspot. Oh shit. Then we did not get any Sunspot in here. We didn't get a Sinister. I'm gonna have to look up online and see what we didn't get. But pretty solid opening. I really dig these two as like the highlight pieces for it. Heck yeah. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the stream and go get dinner, but thank you guys for hopping on with me. And if you're watching this later on the YouTube